Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Vashawn Jones, and I am here at Scottish Tobacco, enjoying my Friday, a long work week, lots of consulting being done this week. And I promised to do this video about a month ago, so I'm getting around to it. And it's describing the most accessible OSs on the planet. And so with Apple and the watchOS, iOS for iPhones, iPads, and iPods, iPad Pros, and of course the Mac, and them all working together. And I got this question at a convention that I was doing in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which was about how to turn on and label items that are inaccessible on iOS. And I forgot what the labeling gesture was, and I asked John Panarese, my director of teaching, that was with me, and he didn't know. And then another assistant technology instructor walks up and says he didn't know, and I'm all embarrassed because, you know, I'm the expert and I didn't know the answer to the question. How do you make something that isn't accessible and labeled inappropriately or not at all accessible on iOS? And so I get back into Georgia and I ask one of our other coaches, and he says, you know, 2-finger double tap and hold. And I'm like, wow, yeah, that's it. I just totally blanked. Everybody totally blanked. And so I promised the teacher, the rehabilitation teacher, that I would definitely record the video and let her know how it was done. So I figured I'd do it here on a Thursday in a tobacco shop. Is it Thursday? Oh man, it is Thursday. It's not Friday. Thursday. But more importantly, so 2-finger double tap and hold will definitely allow you to label items that aren't labeled. And then, of course, you have the same ability on the Mac. But if the item isn't labeled, guess what? It's just a simple gesture to label it, and then it becomes accessible. And that's why I always say that we have the most accessible OSs on the planet, and it takes away the excuse from not having accessibility for employment. And I apologize, that's a PayPal payment coming in, and great consulting. But nevertheless, so yeah, and so you have no excuse. And the beautiful thing about Apple is not only are they giving us accessible operating systems, but they're giving us accessible hooks into various markets such as publishing, music production, document production, online creativity, just a host of movie creation, photo editing, and again, audio and all that great stuff. And so we can create our own jobs, our own careers, our own work. And you know, I'm a big proponent of finding or creating work that is meaningful, purposeful, and profitable. And I love the accessibility that Apple gives me and gives everyone else. It looks good. It sounds good. It works great. Is it sometimes an issue? Absolutely. It's software. It's not going to be if you guys know a software that's 100% working 100% of the time, you let me know, because I haven't ran across it, and I've been working in the software industry for years, and definitely using software for years. So, you know, it's going to be a problem, a quirk. So I've never been the proponent of a person out there just finding bugs to report. Hey, this bug is, you know, and this and that. And I'm like, I focus on the 95% that's working correctly and not the 5% that doesn't. But listen, as usual, we have a new product, of course, coming out, and you guys are the first ones to hear about it until I post this on our blog and newsletter. But the Work Altitude series, where we're gonna unpack everything that you ever wanted to know about Pages, Keynote, and Numbers. And you can find more at workaltitudeseries.com. So yeah, inside of the Office suite for the Mac called iWork, is 3 accessible applications. No fuss, no muss. I always say, why deal with the operating system that you got to fight with every day, and it requires a help desk of 40 people just to work in an 8-hour shift. I never got that, and I'm thankful to our friends at Apple. So until the next time, let's change the world. Let's use accessible operating systems, and let's change the world together. And oh, by the way, today is Thursday, not Friday, Vashon.